Repair.
It's the third time I've done it. I'll do it again.
Diagnostic repair sequence initiated. Warning. Temperature.
Or try logging and coming back maybe.
Capacity
Well,
exceeded.
I'm not worried about the logs of the ship. I'm interested in the fact that I continuously have been losing.
Cabin pressure
Well, I
alert.
think we know
Warning.
you're
Station
getting shot
damage.
at.
Repair sequence
Yeah, no, I've
successful.
been getting shot at
Thrusters
for
offline. Module malfunction.
30 seconds, but prior to that, I wasn't being shot at, and I'm still losing.
Warning. Temperature critical.
I'm still gaining damage.
Eject.
That must be something that I'm missing.
Oh, now they're pissed off at me.
Oh, sorry, we're in
I'm
a
not
wing.
even wanted.
No, we were in a wing. Just jump out of the system, or
Yeah, I'm leaving. No worries.
come back. Let's try and reproduce it. I'm actually recording now. Okay. Pips systems. I feel that this is
Detach confirmed. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
systems.
Landing gear retracted.
Take out, or aim for the power plant or whatever else you did. And then, let's see if that wasn't a bug. I'm fully recording right now, so I should be able
I
to.
didn't aim for any module. That's what you had said to do.
Yeah, that must have been a bug. Either that, or I was being shot by invisible ships.
You have
Okay, so
cleared the
fully take my
no-fire
shields
zone.
down
Flight
and
control out.
take out the power plant. I'm gonna take it out fast. That's the one thing that the gunship's good at. Lateral thrusters, man. If you don't use lateral thrusters with the gunship, you're not fully utilizing its capabilities. Oh, you're still out there. Okay. Okay, get a good shot on my power plant.
I'll just blow you up if we pick the power plant. Is that what you want?
I don't care about being blown up. Just take out my power plant without blowing me up. Can you do
Okay.
that? Okay, so take. I got 4 pips of shields. Take the shields off. Go for the power plant.
Warning. Shield breach attack.
Shield breach looks like it is. Can I get ammo on
Yeah, dude. They were just reloading.
Shields offline.
keep going, power
Power
plant.
plant
He
capacity exceeded. Thrusters offline. Warning.
Power plant's good.
Corrosion.
Okay.
Damage resistance weakened.
That's not too bad. I mean, yes, you did it quickly. Granted, I could hopefully move around.
Well, the power plant death would have happened like 3 times faster than it did. I stopped firing twice.
Yeah. Keep firing.
Want to blow up?
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to still target the power plant?
Yeah, no, yeah, let's see how this works.
Okay, targeting power plant.
Let's see how well this thing. Okay.
No, I gotta go.
Oh, you were in my wing though. They're still really pissed off at you about that?
I'm not wanted. They just
Yeah, I know.
they regret.
Yeah.
You're like, you killed a non-wanted guy and you're not wanted, but we're still pissed off, but we're not really sure what we're gonna do about it.
Yeah. So those shields were okay for a gunship, weren't they?
Yeah, see, this build isn't really designed to strip shields so much as to destroy ships once shields are down.
Gotcha.
But that said, I mean, I could turn on the beam laser and show you what would be more of a shield chipping build, but it's not realistic to how it. I mean, what you saw is probably about what you normally see as far as the incoming damage.
Okay. Let me I don't know how to we gotta come up with a scientific way to test this, like a formula, you know. Well, you already know. I don't know. How would we effectively test this? Like what's the proper shields for the ship to have? I don't feel like this shield configuration that I currently have is the best that I could have.
So you run a thermal shield with a good roll, and you got two resist augment boosters with a good roll.
Yeah. I'm
You're,
streaming right
you're,
now. Hold on. I'll go into how part of my YouTube? You know my YouTube, right?
nah, probably not.
You're slacking, man. You gotta be a supporter.
Hey, I just joined Unreals yesterday.
I know. That was actually really sweet because Unreal's pretty. Unreal's a good guy. I love him. I love to hate him.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He definitely is. Okay.
Nah, probably not.
You're slacking, man. You gotta be a supporter.
Hey, I just joined Unreals yesterday.
I know. That
I'll
was
be back in a
actually
minute.
really sweet because Unreal's pretty. Unreal's a good guy. I love him. I love to hate him.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He definitely is. Okay.
All right, you know what I'm thinking? You still there?
Cat Guy Slug?
Yep. So I got to thinking. So all of my calculations are include the use of SCBs. So if you're not using SCBs, and preferably two of them, then your shield calculations might be significantly different than what I'm talking about.
With the ship, I can't afford SCVs.
Right. So if you consider a resistance augmented or a heavy duty, so you're going to reduce 15% incoming damage, right, across the three different ways. Primarily, all of that damage is probably going to be thermal. So, would you rather have 50% more shield or 15% less incoming thermal? So, if you aren't using SCBs, I think you want heavy duty.
I have a heavy duty booster. Let's see. Heavy duty booster. I think I might have already put it on one of our ships. Let me see.
Well, see my point, but that still would go thermal shield for the shield probably, because 40% is 40%. I don't think you'll get a 40% increase to your shield via the reinforced mechanism. Although if you got a +7, then you'd only need 32.
Yeah.
So it only depends on the size of your shield too, though. So you'd have to do the math, but it probably sounds like just heavy duty and a thermal shield's the way to go.
So all heavy duty, or
Yeah.
and just get rid of the resistance?
Because the primary reason for resistance is to increase the effective amount of SCBs. Is to increase what SCBs do for you,
Yeah.
right? Because I mean, if you had a choice to increase your shield by 15% or reduce 15% of incoming damage, right? That would be a hard choice, right? Unless you consider SCBs, and then all of a sudden it isn't a hard choice. But your choice isn't even that. Your choice is, do I increase my shield by 30% versus 15, reduce 15% incoming damage?
Well, that's ultimately why the cap on it comes into effect.
Well, that's just what I'm saying is that without SCBs, the resistance augmented and heavy duty, I think, is flipped. I don't think you put resistance augmented on a ship that doesn't use SCBs. And then you should also do the math to find out what your shield size is to determine whether, call it 10%, right? Increase in shield size is going to be better than that thermal reduction.
Well, if you roll into the maximum resistances for your shield.
Well, let me put it this way: say your shield's 700 and you
Landing coupling
um,
disengaged.
roll
Restrict
it
speed
thermal,
until
and
clear
it's
of the station
1100 when
perimeter.
you roll reinforced. So that's, call it a 30% increase, right? But thermal shield will give you a 40 something percent increase or decrease, increase in resistances for thermal.
Access to this station is by
Landing gear
authorization
retracted.
only. Leave this area at once.
So it may be that the thermal's still the better deal, but should probably be tested because it's probably pretty close.
Flight
Speed
assist
restrictions
off.
are now lifted. Until next time, Commander.
And then especially when you consider that reinforced has some
Flight
negatives,
assist
slower
on.
regen rate, more power. What are we doing now?
Okay. So full fire at the shields again without targeting subsystems.
Okay, what range?
Close range would be the best.
Well, we should pick a number for each test because I imagine you want to do this before and after.
Yeah. Well, for science, yeah. Let's do generally
How about 512 or 501?
500. Okay, that's a max. Yeah, that's the best range for damage. I'm gonna turn down a little bit so you don't hit my cockpit, so you don't knock out my uh, my cockpit. But yeah.
Ready?
If there was ever a ready moment, yes.
Warning, shield breach attack. Shields offline. Taking damage. Warning, malfunction attack. Warning, corrosion. Damage resistance weakened.
Keep going.
I haven't stopped reloading.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can grab the controls. That's why I keep them reloaded.
Canopy compromised.
They took out my life support.
Canopy critical. Power plant capacity exceeded. Thrusters offline. Cabin pressure
Where's the
alert.
canopy breach, dude?
Atmospheric failure. Thrusters online.
Yeah, you were combat ineffective a long time ago,
Hull
but it's going to
integrity
take a little
critical.
longer to blow you up.
Cabin pressure alert. Eject. 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 Eject.
No, they don't really like it when I do that, but they're not really sure why.
Hey, yeah. You mean the station
Yeah.
system authority, whatever. Um, I mean, I know as a ship, this ship is going to be on a whole. It's going to have to be fire support. You know,
Yep.
deal damage.
Eject.
So I don't have the two smalls. I have two smalls in the ship that deal very little damage, even overcharged. They're not dealing that much damage per second. Where I have rockets that I can put on them that'll deal a tremendous amount of internal damage, right?
Yep.
So that's kind of the dilemma, I guess. Should I be running all rockets, or should I just be sitting back and waiting for the thing to go off? I mean, it took you a decent amount of time to actually get through the shields. It took you enough time that I could have boosted away from you, but not from an FDL.
Yeah, that's the Corvette's problem is you have to offer battle. Anybody
What
else can just leave.
what about your FDL though?
Well, my FDL, I mean, what about it?
What would your FDL do against these shields?
Melt them.
Okay. So pretty much this ship is unviable if I'm getting fired on.
Yep.
But
But then
firing
you
on a
know
ship
that it
is a
only
ship.
has 4 utility slots. It's not
I know that.
a
But
PvP ship.
actually firing on a ship is a ship viable.
Well, it has enough DPS and a good enough distributor to lay down a whole bunch of fire. But you got to think Alpha Strike, I think. Either missiles or all multi cannons or something. Or all rapid fire pulse lasers.
All right, let's go for a 1v1. Let's see what I can bring these fields down to in one turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a second. Be right back.
Detach
Landing
confirmed.
gear
Watch for
retracted.
oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
Flight assist off.
Speed restrictions are now lifted. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Okay, back.
Welcome back. All right, I'm going to let's go out into space
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay, so you should be able to nav the runway and just confirm that.
You ready?
Power plant capacity exceeded. Thrusters offline.
No, give me a second. My thrusters are offline.
Thrusters online.
Okay, so I've turned off the boosters that I had on.
You turn off your FSD.
My FSD is on.
Oh.
Yeah, but free reign. Let's
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Warning, shield breach attack. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Shields offline. Canopy compromised. Taking damage. Warning, malfunction attack. Module malfunction. Canopy critical. Module malfunction. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Cabin pressure alert. Atmospheric failure. Cabin pressure alert. Power plant capacity exceeded. Thrusters offline.
I got nothing.
Cabin pressure alert.
Fix that. No, just finish me. 'Cause I'm
Thrusters
literally dead to
online.
my face. Oh, there we go. My thrusters came back online.
Stop.
Keep going.
Hull integrity critical. Cabin pressure alert.
Actually, whatever your pulsars were doing are
Flight assist
inhibiting
off.
my thrusters to react abnormally stronger.
Flight assist on.
But okay, so I'm laying down a sufficient amount of damage.
Yeah, I used one SCB just because I didn't like having one bar, a shield.
Well, I agree, but still, this ship is still laying down a bunch of damage. I'm at 1%, by the way.
Yeah.
Next time you fire, I'm gonna die. Or I run into you.
Cabin pressure
But,
alert. Eject.
Okay, so this ship
Eject.
is still a viable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just can't really take the hits. Or it can't be focused, is really the bottom line.
Okay. I mean, watching your shields drop sufficiently fast comparatively to my hull.
Well, I wasn't at 4 pips all the time, because in order to lay down fire, I can't be at 4 pips.
Which I was
To
at 4
assist.
pips until my shields went down, then I was at 4 pips weapons. But this ship is a viable ship if proper tactics are laid down.
Yep.
It's kind of what I was looking
Like I
for.
said, I don't have the optimal DPS. This isn't PvP
I understand
ammo
that.
weapons.
I understand that, but against your shields is what I was going for. So I was able to do sufficient damage to your shields. I like that.
Yeah, well, see, if I went all multi cannons, though, it'd be a little different story.
Yeah, you would have ruined me quickly, but I would have just boosted away in that instance because I would have been with somebody else. But at the
Exactly.
same time, when we had this, when we had the fights earlier with you against, me and Unreal J, where he could just tank the shots and I would just come back through and deal the DPS after you focusing on me.
Yeah, that was when I had more multi cannons.
But I like that. So this shit, there's a reason people want to get this ship out of the game quickly when you're in a fight.
Yeah, it does. It does more damage, I think, than an FTL. Well, put it this way: it has more.
It has more sustainable
Can
fire.
do more effects. It has 7 weapons, so it can do 7 things.
I actually didn't even fire my rockets at you, which I should have, but that was merely that was merely 5 of my weapons. If I would have had 7 of them firing, it would have been a different story.
Well,
So
yeah, and if I had 7 multi cannons, it would have been a different story too. But then I wouldn't have had scramble, and I wouldn't have had phasing.
okay. So I'm wondering, should I change out my small multi cannons for something else? Well, I don't have small multi cannons, but should I change out my small slots for something else?
I
Because
put rapid fire pulse lasers in mine because then I have one of them as a missive and one of them as scramble.
yeah, but other ships in the in the wing are gonna have that.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to look at
yeah.
this ship
W-
as what it is, and this ship is nothing other than DPS. I mean,
Well, then one of them should be drag munitions.
as far as rockets,
Put a high cap small multi cannon with drag munitions on it.
okay.
I mean that way it'll do a lot of damage.
I'm gonna be fighting alongside you, so I'm gonna be having
Well,
to.
I don't have drag on any of my ships right now. It's the one effect I'm sort of missing.
Okay, so some drag emissions. Should I put it on one or two multi cannons?
Just one's all you need, right?
Okay, and then the other small hard point that I have, because I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't firing all my hard points. That was, only the ones
Well,
that
then put a rapid fire pulse with phasing on it. Then
yeah.
multi cannon uses less cap though, but it eventually runs out. So,
That's kind of why I got rid of the small multi cannons.
but if you go high capacity, they last a long time.
Okay, it's gonna
They
add
just don't
some.
do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did sufficient damage to your shields. I was surprised I even took down more than 2 ring or more than 1 ring of your shield. Honestly, before I died.
Well, that's because I wasn't running 4 rings to shields. You know, if I was the tank in the middle of a big old battle, I'd have just had 4, and then I would have moderate my fire to keep my heat down,
Yeah.
and would have been running all multi-cans.
Okay, but flying with me, we're gonna be flying with Jay. I'm gonna be part of, Ares. Kind of looking to try and figure out the role of this ship.
Well, I think, there's 3 roles, right? The usual. It's tank, DPS, and healing.
I could do healing tremendously well, except I'm not fast enough to keep up. So that only leaves.
Well, you just need a courier. Courier's the healing ship, really. I've just finally got the mats. I just need to run around, grab the commodities, and then I'll have two lightweight healing beams and a lightweight healing SCB pulse laser.
If I had a healing ship on me, I could do sustainable DPS.
Yeah, see, that's the point. Is I think so you end up with somebody doing that, and even under a pressure situation, if you have those three mediums on the courier, you can do a fair amount of healing. I mean, you can't keep it up continuously. The cap won't do it. It'll only run one healing beam at a time continuously. But if you do the slash and heal method,
Well, okay, when Krahite was healing me continuously, even though I had four ships firing on me, my shield stayed up, and I was still able to, dish out fire.
well, he probably wasn't healing you continuously. He was healing you in bursts.
Well, yeah, as long as he could keep up with my, buck and yawn and pitch, you know.
Well, that's why you want the three healing beams on the courier, so you can burn the cap, go around for another turn, burn it again.
Okay,
You're running four to weapons and two to engines, not getting hit unless you're getting run away.
but I know that you don't have one of those. Well, I know that you don't. You will never run a gunship, and I'm the only guy
Well,
that's
no, I mean, I
trying to figure out the best niche for this gunship for me to optimize live weapons, because I know I'm always going to be
well,
pushing to.
right, the gunship is an FDL,
It's an FDL without the shields, and the tank.
but with more firepower,
Yeah, it's got more firepower, but it's got less, everything else.
larger
It's flawless.
distributor.
Yeah, no, I was easily able to fire on two pips right there, no problem. Throughout the
Yeah,
entire
so if you
game.
look at that, so you got an FDL, right? And the FDL's job is to keep the